Benvenuto! Welcome to Cherry Hill Home Cooking. My name is Mark. Today we're going to make a recipe that I've come to call Greek-style chicken with orzo. This is truly a one-pot dish. I thought this would be great to show you guys because it's hot. I don't know where you are, but it's hot where we are and over most of at least the continental United States. I think that's what it's called, continental, right? Anyway, you know, the mass part of the United States, not Hawaii or the Puerto Rico or, you know, those other areas. Anyway, so now one thing I'm really excited is that I finally bought myself a new pan to so that I can use on my little induction cooktop. So I still got to wash it. We'll wash that during the break. But nice big frying pan. Hopefully it works. And it's red, my favorite color. Okay, so this is truly a one-pot meal, quick, easy. The most amount of time you're going to take cooking this really is marinating the chicken, which you don't have to do. I do find that it gives it a little bit of a kick if you let it marinate at least an hour to two. But anyway, let's get on with what we need because I want to show you a few things, talk about the ingredients before we actually start cooking. Okay, so this is a chicken dish, all right? So the first thing we're going to need is between 1.5 and 2 pounds of chicken tenders. I've got just about 2 pounds there. This recipe should easily feed 4 people. If you've got people that are like a little bit more protein, go closer to the 2 pounds. But you can leave everything else basically the same. And our spices, which is really kind of what makes that Mediterranean taste profile. So we're going to need some granulated garlic. We need some onion powder, which I'm all out of. Oop, get over here. We need some smoked paprika. Smoked paprika. We need some coriander. We've got some dried coriander there. We need a little touch of cinnamon, believe it or not. Every time I've made this, I was like, oh, cinnamon and chicken. But anyway, we need a little bit of cinnamon. We need some salt and pepper, of course. We're going to need a little bit of olive oil to fry our chicken in and also to dress our salad with. We need some orzo. We've used orzo before, guys. Orzo is just, pasta in the shape of, looks like rice. All right, so we need some orzo. All right, and we're going to need some chicken broth. And the nice thing about this is we're going to make a nice little salad with this. Also, you're going to need some lemon for your salad. Now, you can serve this salad on the side. I serve it on top of it after everything is done, and I think it's delicious, all right? So we're going to need 1 French cucumber or 1 seedless cucumber. We need 6 cloves of garlic or 3 big ones, minced. I'm going to mince this in our little food processor. And we need some cherry tomatoes that we're going to have. All right. And of course, we need some nice feta cheese and a little bit of fresh dill. All right. So because I have not pre-marinated my chicken, I wanted to do this while we were, opening up our episode here. So we've got, like I said, about about 2 pounds of chicken tenders. You could use chicken breasts and slice them up, slice them thin yourself or slice them into tenders. I happen to be using chicken breast tenders. You could even use boneless thighs and slice those thin. All right. So the important thing is, like I said, it's not 100% necessary, but it does add that little bit of a punch if you marinate your chicken for a little bit. You could also add a little bit of crushed red pepper, 1/2 teaspoon or so, if you want to add a little bit of heat. We're not going to do that because Wade's not a big fan of the heat. So let's just kind of pour that on top, just kind of like we did with the shrimp. We don't really need any additional oil with this for right now because we're going to fry it in oil. Let's just try to get it all covered. And of course, the amount of our spices here will be in the recipe and in the description. All right, so try to get that all coated. You can cover it and put it in the refrigerator. Like I said, for an hour is really probably the minimum you need. 2 hours the maximum. Okay, so I'm going to put that aside. I'll put that in the refrigerator in a minute. I just wanted to quickly go over how we're going to chop up our veggies. Quick and easy. All right, so we got our cherry tomatoes, right? We're just going to have them, not have them. Couldn't be easier, right? Got out the big sharp knife today, so I don't get any comments about getting a sharper knife. All right, couldn't be easier, right? Our dill, all we got to do is pull off a few pieces like that. When we're ready for it, we'll add that. All right, so as far as our cucumber, all we got to do is cut it in half again, and then I like to slice these. You don't have to slice them too thin, but you know, that's kind of how I like them. I don't know if you can get the thickness there, but all right. And then at this point, we're just going to chop the rest of those up. And I'm going to cover them and put them in the refrigerator because I like them nice and crispy. I'm not going to dress it until we actually kind of put everything together. So then in here goes our garlic. I'm taking the easy way and using the little chopper. Of course, you can mince that up by hand. There you go. Couldn't be easier, right? That's going to go in our chicken in a little bit, so we'll put that aside. Now, okay. I think we've hit everything, guys, right? All right. We'll be back in about an hour when our chicken is all nicely marinated. See you in a bit. All right, guys, our chicken has marinated for a little over an hour. I've got my new pan heating up. We've got some olive oil. I'm just going to kind of dust it. You're probably going to need 3-4 tablespoons in total of olive oil between frying and what you're going to need for your salad. This is a nonstick pan. It's supposed to be a nonstick pan that you can use metal utensils in. I'll probably never really test it that well, but as far as, you know, scraping the metal spatula. But anyway, let's see. So we've got our chicken. So we're not quite hot enough, but that's all right because I'm going to put these in because I'm starving. There we go. That's what we want. All right. So again, what we're going to do with this is our goal is to get a nice brown on them. Probably 3-4 minutes, maybe a little bit less on each side. And of course, whenever we're frying, remember, don't crowd your pan too much because then you're going to get steamed meat, or so they say. This is a pretty, like I said, it's a big pan, so you might be able to get a good amount in here. We've got our salad fixings that Wade expertly cut up for me. And we got our Orzo all ready to go. We got our chicken stock or broth ready to go. We're going to need a little bit of salt for the Orzo. I don't know if I mentioned that before. And I'm going to let these cook for the 2 or 3 minutes. We'll turn them over and then we'll come back quick and then I'll just show it to you and then I'll finish up with the chicken. See you in a bit. All right, you can see our chicken is nicely browned on both sides. All right, and the reason I wanted to come back quickly is because at this point, we want to take it out and move it to a plate. All right, and then I'm going to add my other batch of chicken in, get that all fried up nicely. So you're going to move it to a plate and cover it with tin foil. Now, if you've done it all in one pan, then at this point, you're just going to move it to the plate and cover it with tin foil, and we'll be back in a minute with the next step. All right, our chicken is all beautifully browned and cooked. Now, I did put mine in, I've got it at in the oven, set at 250, just, keeping it warm. You don't necessarily have to do that, but of course, our time is off a little bit between the time we go from one thing to the other, so I don't want our dinner to be cold. So I stuck it in a warm oven. Okay, so I've lowered my, I've got my pan here on medium. And just a tad bit more olive oil just to kind of freshen it up a bit. All right, and we got our garlic, and we're gonna throw that in. And like we always do with garlic, we're gonna just give it a little cook for about 30 seconds, right until you start to smell the garlic. You know, that just kind of takes off that really, really harsh garlic taste. I can smell it. Can you wait? No?
Yeah, good.
It's been just about 30 seconds. All right, we don't want to burn our garlic. All right, so in goes our 4 cups of chicken stock. All right, and now that our garlic is got the liquid in there, I'm going to turn this back up to high, or at least high on my burner here, because we want to bring that to a boil. You can add your orzo in now at this point, which I normally do. Oh, actually, I need a little bit of salt. Just give it a good pinch and a half. All right, and then pour your 2 cups of orzo in, and you want to bring that to a boil. And that should take about 10-12 minutes to cook. All right, I won't make you watch water boil, but you want to bring that to a good boil and then lower it to a high simmer. We'll come back for a second and show you. See you in a bit. All right, guys, I just wanted to give an idea. So there we are. We're at a pretty good boil, okay? And you can see while it's taken this, the time for it to come into boil, a bit of our chicken stock has been absorbed. Okay, so I'm going to turn it down to, you want it to simmer, okay? So, and then, really, there's no trick to it. You're going to let it simmer. It's probably going to take 10 minutes until just about all your water is absorbed. All right, we'll see you when our water's absorbed. All right, guys. So I just wanted to show you our pasta, our orzo is done. It's got a little tiny bit of liquid left. I've tasted it. It tastes delicious. We're getting a thunder and lightning storm right now. Did you just hit that thunder? Yeah. All right, but I wanted to show you how I played it. Okay, so we've got the aforementioned tomatoes and cucumbers that Wade expertly cut for us. We got our chicken right here. All right, we got our feta cheese. Probably gonna need, about a cup, half a cup, depending upon how much you like feta and how small you want to break them up. And that'll be good. All right. Where's my? All right, and then we got our got a half a lemon. Actually, I have one right here. And you're probably gonna need about a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. All right, nice fresh lemon. Squeeze it over. Trying to keep the seeds out. I think I got them. All right. And then we got a little bit of olive oil. Again, probably about a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons at the most. Drizzle over. And give it a toss. So, like I said, I like this to be a little chilled, so I always save it for the end. All right. And we need a little bit of dill. So you got your nice clean kitchen tongs, or kitchen scissors, which I just cleaned. And then you just slice them, just little pieces. Dill can tend to really get overwhelming. So, yeah. So, go sparingly until you know how much you want in there. And then you can also garnish with a little bit if you like. I'm going to put just a couple little other clips so we have it showing up on the cucumbers. All right, so this is how we're going to plate it. So we got our beautiful orzo. Put a little on your plate. And then some of our beautiful chicken. 1, 2. We'll say wait till get 3. 3. And we're going to take our little salad. And we're going to just put it right on top of the chicken. So that, of course, if we didn't have to take a picture and everything, the minute you sat down and you ate, once it was plated, everything would be nice and cool and crispy. But there you have it. And wait till take a picture, and then we'll eat. See you guys in a little bit. Well, I haven't even taken off my apron or anything because I'm starving. So let's eat.
You're always starving.
I'm always starving. Well, not that I could possibly be accused of being on the verge of starvation, but all right. Into my chicken.
It's a nice presentation.
Going for a nice bite.
That's delicious.
That is tasty. It's so surprising. That little bit of cinnamon is in the background. You know, use very little, but it does. Excuse me. Have a little cinnamony taste. And then
But
it's nice if you get the
spices on the chicken. It's delicious.
Oh, and then you got you got the cool salad and the beautifully cooked pasta.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
That's delicious. Another dish you have to try, obviously.
Definitely. I mean, hopefully the sound quality is much better. He's been experimenting with a couple of microphones. And
Wireless mic, take 2. Yep.
So hopefully this sounds better than the last one. That's all I got to say.
Please remember to like and subscribe and check out cherryhillhomecooking.com. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.
This is delicious.
Oh, it is. And marinating the chicken is really well worth it.
Yep. That just wanted to go with that.